Alright, so this is one of my auction house videos. I'm gonna make a few of these videos, but it's more or less just to show you what I do at the auction house. Now, as you can see, this Ember Silk cloth, I have I paid 35 gold for that stack of Ember Silk cloth. Now there's some that I paid even less for, and there was one for 34 that just flashed by. Let me see what these are. 34. I know I can sell Ember Silk for 39 gold a stack right now, so it's something. My inventory was full, wasn't even paying attention. It's something to keep in mind. I know I can make a profit, thus, go for it. Let's see. As you can see, I'm putting it up for 39 gold, 87 silver. The main reason I'm putting it up, if it comes down to that, you want to try to make the silver cover the cost of the deposit. See, it's a 90 silver deposit, and let's amp it up to 94. Then it covers the deposit, plus I'll also get some of my money back from the auction house cut. Now, hold on a sec. Now, as far as auctioneer goes, you got to put it up slowly, because if you double click this, then you get this thing. I don't know how to get rid of that. I looked through the options for like an hour. If anybody wants to post a comment on how to get rid of that, I'll love you forever. I'll even have your babies, because that drives me insane. I remember back in the day when you used to just be able to click it 100 times, go take a piss, come back, and it was still putting items up on the auction house. Those are the good old days. Now, another thing you want to do is always check the auction house to see what type of deals there are. It's always pretty much the most important thing to do. You always want to know what is available to you to buy, and what is available, like where you should throw up items in the market. Like, as you can see, I kind of got a lot of rune cloth. Ooh, deal. I kind of got a lot of rune cloth piling up now, because it's not selling that well. Like, these are all mine on the auction house. Now, that doesn't mean stop buying it out for good prices. Like, I can make profit off these, so I'm going to buy all of these out. Worst comes to worst, I'll just mail it to an alt and then mail it back to myself in a giant crate, so it doesn't take up that much room. Which is one of the main things you'll want to do if you start to get too much of it piling up. Just ship it out to an alt and then ship it back to yourself in a crate. It takes up a lot less room that way, and it's a lot more effective that way. Okay, it doesn't look like I have any markets there, so jump back to the mailbox, withdraw some more items. Now, throughout this video, what I'm probably going to do is you'll probably see me mail a few of the items to my alts, and I'm going to clear out my mailbox. I just got home from a 4th of July party, so what's in my mailbox now is an excessive amount. I started to buy stuff before I even got to all my sales when I got home. And as you, hold on, I'm overflowing. One thing to keep in mind is what you will do is when you have so much in your mailbox that it's starting to overflow, what you want to do is run back and forth between the auction house and your mailbox, and then just use it. I hate when it does that. And because the mailbox takes a little while to pick up certain items that you have, so it's better to just run back and forth, because you'll cover the most that way. Now, or you'll be getting the most of your time spent. Now, one thing that I'm going to do here, which I do talk about in my guides. Let's see. Okay, I just announced in /2 that there's tons of Ember Silk cloth on the auction house, cheaper than the rest. So notice I kind of made it a little vague. I didn't give an exact price of how much I had Ember Silk up for, because I want the people to go there and look at it and check it. Ooh, more deals. I love me my deals. Don't have to farm gold thorn for a while. Now, I actually need to put some gold thorn up. It's at 2-hour mark. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you want to make it as vague as possible when it comes to that sort of thing, because it makes it so that people will go there and check the auction house to begin with. And then it doesn't. Once they're already there, they're much more prone to buy whatever item you were, trying to sell in the first place, rather than just saying the price, and then they look at the price in trade and they're like, I don't feel like paying that price. So it's better to be vague in that type of situation. None of that up. We need a DPS. Interesting. I had I don't feel like doing that. Okay, sorry, I had to answer one of my friends. Let's see. Now, what was I in? I completely lost my train of thought. He made me lose my train of thought again. I'm sorry. I have to, no, there's nobody. But, what it was, I was in the process of, now somebody's logging on, he's going to ask the guild if there's anybody that can go. Okay, now I'm getting into all the auctions that expired. Now I'm back on my train of thought. These are all the auctions that expired. Like I said, I didn't check my auction house pretty much all day, and here are some of the auctions that started to sell. So I'm just, I'm going through my profits now. Now, see how the mailbox was empty, and instead of waiting for it to recalculate, I might as well just run back in here and start messing with the auction house again. I can start checking more things that, more items that expired. I can start putting them back up. Where's all the infinite dust? Huh. Cool, all the infinite dust sold. That means I can, once I reach that point in my mailbox, then I can bust out my crate of infinite dust and load that bad boy up on the auction house. Make some good profit off of that. Now, let's see. I have enough Ember Silk up on the auction house right now, so I'm going to mail the excess Ember Silk that I have to an alt. Chimera's Eye, they're from the jewel crafting dailies. I don't buy and resell them, if you're wondering. When I do the jewel crafting daily, what I do is I just trade in the gem for Chimera's Eye, and then, I sell that on the auction house because I don't really need any of the patterns anymore. So it would just be more beneficial to I don't want to put that up for a gold. It would just be more beneficial to turn it in for the Chimera's Eye. I don't need anything from jewel crafting anymore, even with 4.2 going live. So I just sell all them bad boys on the auction house. They actually turn out to be quite good money too when they sell. Heading back to the mailbox. I'll mail a few of this stuff to one of my alts. Oh, it's always sad to see a bunch of stuff like that expire. I'll send it to my Death Knight. I'll be logging on him momentarily. Let's see. What I try to do is I always try to mail full stacks when I'm mailing stuff to an alt, because it's nice to have full stacks in the crate. Just the whole entire crate filled with full stacks of a certain item. So when you see a certain item sitting in your mailbox or a certain crate, then Ember Silk's starting to sell. The second I mail it to my alt, it starts to sell. That's always frustrating when that happens. Let's go put more Twilight Jasmine on the auction house. See what the prices are at. Let's see. Prices are still in crapper. I'll put a few stacks on the auction house as tester stacks. Let me see, 64. See, now this has a big deposit, therefore you don't really want to load the auction house up with it because it can be kind of risky and kind of annoying. If it doesn't sell, ooh, look at all that infinite dust that sold. 400 items up. I love having a lot of items up on the auction house. It always makes me feel good. Now, back to the mailbox. Let's see what we got. Start to take this stuff out. Now, a lot of people use Postal. I don't necessarily like using Postal because I like seeing what sold and I like seeing what expired. Ooh, Scroll of Enchant Weapon Agility sold. Bam, that's 600 gold right there. Anyway, I like seeing what expired and I like seeing what sold, so I know what needs to go up on the auction house. It's very important to see that, because say all of your arcane dust expired and you wouldn't even think twice about like checking it. that time you logged on. If you see it all in your mailbox and you don't have an add-on that opens everything for you, then you'll realize that it expired and you'll be able to put it back up on the auction house, which is just so much better. What was I in the process of saying? Blah blah blah, auction house expires stuff. Rugged leather, I got some of that sitting in my packs. All of my stacks sold for 103 gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy his stacks for 90 gold, and I'm going to resell them because I know I can make some money. Now, the netherweave cloth market is kind of through the roof right now. As you can see, some jerk-off thinks he's actually going to sell them for that price. Not going to happen. I already checked that. I'm kind of just double-checking, rechecking, triple-checking certain items because I know people, especially on days like today, because it's a weekend, they'll just keep loading them up on the auction house. Silk cloth, I actually have a few crates of that, so I'll be able to load that up on the auction house. Now, if you're wondering why I always click Holy Radiance, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's just something I do. I like seeing a whole bunch of green flash across my screen from time to time. It's just one of those OCD corny things that always keeps me entertained. I have just a tendency to do weird stuff like that. Now we're starting to get into my excess stuff. There's a few crates, more volatile air, which I bought in an earlier video. A bunch of nether bloom that expired. I've been having a hard time selling nether bloom recently. Apparently not many people are leveling through it, but fear not, because that stuff will sell. And it sells for such an insane price. Volatile life, that'll sell. I can sell the Hessonite Jasper, Alisite. Volatile earth, we'll see what the inventory's full. See what the prices are like that. And now, since I know that my enchant weapon agility sold, I'm gonna put more. I'm gonna see if I still have one on the auction house, but sold by near. I'm gonna throw another one up on the auction house in case somebody wants to buy 2 of them the next time one gets bought. Let me check the other enchants. I just got majorly undercut on that, so what I'm going to do is fight back and undercut everybody else. Now, the only time I recommend undercutting is in a situation like this, because the essence of earths that I buy them for, they cost pretty much not. Whoa! People jack down the Alisite price, not anything special. It's kind of always in the crapper. But the essence of earths don't really sell for anything at all. Therefore, all you need to invest is large brilliant shards, which you pretty much get them for free anyway while farming. So it's important to keep that in mind. You'll be able to make a lot of profit off of that. Now, what I'm going to do is jack up this price because Auctioneer has that way too low. Alright, these will sell within like an hour. Okay, that's the end of this video though, because I'm kind of pushing. I'm a little over 13 minutes now. I'm going to make another video like pretty much immediately after, so Auction House video 2 will have more information, as long as my narration, Audacity rather, I should just say, doesn't crash, which it likes to do. But yeah, I'm going to start video 2 momentarily.